Hi Pankhurst, and welcome to your first science lesson this week. So today is Tuesday the 2nd of February 2021 and your learning objective today is can I investigate the strength of magnets? Okay, so before we go into today's lesson, I just want to do a quick recap on what we've learned in science so far. So in science so far, we've learned about what forces are and which forces we have. So we know we have push and pull forces, and we also did some freeze frames to show some pushes and pulls. Then we did a little investigation at home on friction. So we wanted to see how different surfaces have an effect on friction. So we picked up some items from home and chose a few surfaces at home and tested them on those surfaces to see whether the force of push and pull slowed down or sped up. Then we looked at what magnets are and what they do. Then I showed you different types of magnets, and we discussed how they have two poles, and the north pole is always the red pole. Okay. Then we looked at what types of metals are magnetic. So I carried out an investigation for you last week where we looked at 4 or 5 different types of metals, and we tried to see if they were attracted to a magnet or not. Today we will be learning about the strengths of magnets. Now, do you remember any of the names for these magnets here? Pause the screen and quickly tell your teddy or your partner. Your teddy, your parent, or your sibling. Okay, fantastic. So now this is a bar magnet, and it is the magnet that you usually or you would use in school. This is a cylindrical magnet, so it's the shape of a cylinder, so it's curved, it's rounded. Now this magnet is the shape of a letter. Fantastic, it's a U-shaped magnet. Now this magnet is named after an animal, or a word in the name of this magnet is after an animal. Fantastic. A horseshoe magnet, and then you've got a circular magnet, and then you have a ring magnet. Now, which one do you think is the strongest? Which magnet do you think is the strongest? Okay, now just hold on to your thought, okay? So magnets come in different strengths depending on what they are made from, how they are magnetized, and how they are kept. Not all magnets are the same. Iron is usually easier to magnetize but loses its magnetism much more quickly and is used to form temporary magnets. Steel, however, retains its magnetism much better and is used to make permanent magnets. Okay. I am going to do a quick investigation today to see which magnet is the strongest from the two below. So I am going to use a horseshoe magnet and a bar magnet, okay? Some of you might get confused and call this a U magnet, but it's not a U magnet. If you look at the shape on the side of this magnet, it's not straight, as in it's not this side isn't as straight as it would be on the U. This curves in, so it's like a horseshoe. Okay. In order to carry out this investigation, these are the steps that I will be carrying out. So, step number 1 is to measure the strength of each magnet. So these two magnets, I will hold a paper clip to a magnet so that it is attracted to it. Step number 2, I will then hold another paper clip to the first one to see if it is also attracted to the magnet through the first paper clip. So the paper clips can't be joined up because that won't be a fair test. Okay, it needs to be single paper clips. Then I'm going to keep adding paper clips in a chain until no other paper clips are attracted in the chain. Step number 4, I will keep a record of how many paper clips were in the chains for each magnet. Then step number 5, the magnet with the longest chain of the paper clips is the strongest, as its magnetic force can pull the paper clips over the longest distance. Now, before I carry out those investigations, I want you to grab your mini whiteboard and split it into 2 parts, okay, by drawing a line in the middle. One side is going to be for the horseshoe magnet and the other for the bar magnet. And this is what you're going to record your observation on. Okay, now I'm going to show you the experiment. Once the experiment has finished, I want you to note down how many paper clips attracted to each magnet. Now, Pankhurst, if you have a magnet at home and paper clips at home, you are more than welcome to carry out this investigation by yourself as well. Okay, the results of your investigation might be different to mine, and I'm really interested to see whether you got a different, whether both your magnets had different numbers of paper clips attracted to it or the same. Okay, so I'm going to show you the experiment now, and if you do not want to see my experiment, you're more than welcome to pause the video and carry out your own one. Okay, and then come back to the video. Fantastic. Hello year 3 and welcome to your first science lesson this week. So today we are learning about the strength of magnets. Okay, and the way we will be learning about the strength of these magnets is by attaching paper clips to them to see how many we can attach in a chain. Okay, so I have this magnet. Can anyone remember what this magnet is called? Fantastic, it's a bar magnet. Okay, and then I have this magnet. Does anyone remember what this magnet is called? Fantastic, it's a horseshoe magnet. So I am going to see which one is the strongest. So which one has more strength? Which magnet has more strength? Okay, what do you think? Put your thinking caps on and have a think about what you think it is. Okay, and the way we will find out whether you're wrong, whether you're correct or incorrect is by carrying out this mini experiment. Okay, so I've got my magnets here and I have paper clips here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to start attaching paper clips to my bar magnet. Okay, so I'm going to pick them up one at a time. So I've attached one, and I need to make sure that my paper clips are single. I need to make sure they're single like this and not attached like this, because that will not make a fair test. So I've got one paper clip, two paper clips, three paper clips, four paper clips. Oh, that's not attaching, look, it's just falling. It's just falling, yeah? Now, I've managed to attach four paper clips to this magnet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason I'm making a chain is because if it's able to, I can only tell what the strength will be like when a magnet attaches further from the furthest point. Okay, so now I know only four paper clips can attach to it and the fifth can't. So the strength of it is only up until 4 paper clips. Okay, so now I am going to show you how many attach to a horseshoe magnet. It is a quite it is larger, so it is going to this magnet is going to try and attach the paper clips in a different way. I did try it earlier, so I've managed to put one on. Okay, remember they have to be single. I've got 2, 3, 4, oops, trying to see if I can add more onto it. So my horseshoe magnet has managed to do 4 as well. I'm just going to see if I can add more. Oops, so it's done that. So this is what it kept doing to me earlier. I'm going to put it on the table because the first few magnets I find easier to attach. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. So this is actually quite annoying. So my horseshoe magnet has attached 4 as well. So on your mini whiteboards, yeah, if you can just write down bar magnet, 4 paper clips, and horseshoe magnet, 4 paper clips, okay? And then record your answers down the way your class teacher will tell you in the rest of the lesson, okay? Now, I want you to talk to your teddy, and I want you to tell your teddy or your adult or your sibling, what did you notice? Which magnet is the strongest and why? Were both your magnets, did both your magnets have a different number of paper clips attracted to it, or did they have the equal amount of paper clips attracted to it like mine did? Okay. Now your task today is to draw the magnet which is the strongest and write a sentence explaining why. Now, if you had magnets where where one wasn't stronger than the other, you're more than welcome to draw both magnets and then you write down that they were equal. So one isn't stronger than the other because they were equal. Now, activity number 2 is in a speech bubble. Can you write down what Mrs. Mirza was experimenting and what you observed? Or you are more than welcome to record yourself explaining what had happened in the experiment. I'm just going to show you how I would like you to draw the speech bubble. Okay, so if you just bear with me a second. So in order to draw your speech bubble, you need to have a lined piece of paper and a pencil, okay? And in the corner, outside your margin, you're just going to draw a little V shape like that. And then from your V shape, you're going to start going around as if you're drawing a irregular circle, okay? And then you're going to join both lines. Join at both points of the V that you made. Now in your speech bubble, I said that you need to write down what Mrs. Mirza, so what I did and what happened. So you're going to write down Mrs. Mirza, or I, depending on if you carried out the investigation, investigated magnet strengths. She used 2 different magnets, okay, to see how many paper clips attracted in a chain. And then you're going to write down, from the investigation, I observed that 4 paper clips attracted to each magnet, which means neither was stronger than the other, and they both have the equal amount of strength. Okay, so you are more than welcome to do a speech bubble or record yourself explaining what happened in the investigation. Okay, I look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry Year 3, so please do not forget to upload it, and I will see you in your next lesson. Bye.